Police have made an arrest in Monday's shooting at Piedmont Park. An innocent bystander was wounded when an argument broke out at the basketball courts and someone started shooting. Fox 5's Deidre Dukes is live from Piedmont Park where that happened with the new developments today. Deidre.
And Christine, we learned just this afternoon that the suspect was actually one of the men caught on camera running from the scene yesterday. Tonight, he's behind bars, charged with aggravated assault. News of an arrest in the case comes the day after Fox 5 captured these images of men witnesses identified as possible suspects running from the basketball courts following a shooting at Piedmont Park. An innocent bystander was shot in the hand when an argument broke out at the basketball courts, and someone opened fire at around 6 Monday night. Medics transported the woman to an area hospital. One individual was detained by police on scene. On Tuesday, Atlanta police announced the arrest of Artavius Alexander in connection with the crime. The 18-year-old was charged with aggravated assault and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony.
The level of violence that we are seeing here in Atlanta is troubling.
Atlanta City Council member Keisha Waite says city leaders have taken several steps to address violent crime in recent years. That effort included the installation of new cameras at city parks following the murder of Catherine Jeunesse at Piedmont Park in 2021.
Cameras were placed throughout the city in all of our parks. Many of them we found them to be inoperable and not working, and we needed some upgrades, and so that has happened.
A spokesman with the mayor's office responded to news of an arrest, stating, "While this is an ongoing investigation, the safety of visitors to all our parks remains a priority." The mayor has a number of initiatives aimed at reducing gun violence, including a recent grant for citizen-safe and responsible gun ownership training and the purchasing of gun boxes to help reduce the number of illegal guns on our streets. Now, the suspect is being held at the Fulton County Jail. This is an active investigation, and right now police aren't saying if they're searching for any additional suspects in this case. That's the latest here in Midtown. Deidre Dukes, Fox 5 News.
All right.
This former deputy is accused of killing the father of her unborn child, and she says that he wasn't returning her calls or messages after she broke up with him. So police say that she stalked him. Channel 2's Tom Jones live in Clayton County. Tom, police say the former deputy tracked the victim to an apartment there and shot him.
Yeah, Justin, this is the apartment where police say Javea Jackson shot and killed Terrell Douglas. Jackson said she had been having a difficult pregnancy and she was stressed out and wanted Douglas out of her life. But then police say she tracked him down here.
Me and him sat and talked. We used to sit and talk a while.
Dwight Robinson says he was friends with Terrell Douglas. Then June 4th, Robinson says he heard a loud pop at the South Lake Cove apartments. He learned his friend had been shot and killed. Police say by former Rockdale County deputy Javea Jackson, who is carrying Douglas's child.
I didn't think, that it would come down to a mess like this. You know what I'm saying? This is sickening.
Police say Jackson stalked Douglas and shot him near this door. This comes about a month after Jackson resigned from the Rockdale Sheriff's Office in lieu of termination because she kept seeing Douglas, a convicted felon.
You were reprimanded back in 2019 for prohibited association with Mr. Douglas because of his felony status.
In this sheriff's office video, Jackson said they broke up back then but resumed dating at the end of 2022.
We linked up. Messed around, and now I'm pregnant.
The sheriff's office learned Jackson invited Douglas to her promotion ceremony in January and admitted she was on the phone with Douglas when he was wounded in a drive-by in Albany in May. In this interview after that shooting, Jackson said she then broke up with Douglas again.
But he's not answering my phone calls, my text messages. I don't know where he is.
Police say she found him and shot him June 4th. Robinson says now a baby will grow up without a father and mother who could be locked up for a long time.
This is sickening. Terrible.
And Jackson faces malice murder, possession of a firearm during a felony, and stalking a woman who says she lives in this apartment, said she had no comment about what happened. We're live in Clayton County. Tom Jones, Channel 2 Action News.
Good morning. Today is Wednesday. It's June 14th. The year is 2023. I'm sitting outside. Just got the pouring down raining over here. The sun has come out. And the weather's going to be, again, a beautiful day. Less than 80 degrees today. High 70s is what it's supposed to be. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm up looking at some stuff. Trying to do a credit card consolidation, basically. Anyway, we're working on that. But anyway, it's a beautiful Wednesday morning. Rain has passed for now. I think the rain is going to come back, but we'll see. Anyway, 18-year-old kid got into a fight with someone, an argument at Piedmont Park, which, if you know Atlanta, Piedmont Park is one of our premier parks located in the Midtown area. And it's a very popular park, crowds of people every day there. I love the park. I go there frequently. However, they've had a couple of incidents recently at Piedmont Park. One in particular, a woman was stabbed to death there, her and her dog, in that park. They have not found the person who did it, which is weird. To be honest with you all, there have been a couple of murders over the past few years at that park. I know of another guy who was shot and killed stabbed to death also at that park. And there was a shooting a few weeks ago, and now this shooting that just took place. So the Piedmont Park has installed all these cameras now that work. Previously, the cameras didn't work. I always saw these cameras in the park. I assumed they were working, but they weren't working. So they were able to apprehend this 18-year-old kid who shot this innocent woman who happened to be there. You had a park full of people playing basketball, people playing tennis. Well, the basketball courts there's a tennis court right next to it. The pool's on the other side of the park. So you have over there, you have the pool, you have the tennis courts, the basketball courts, you have all this stuff going on. But it just makes you wonder why this young kid decided to grab that gun and start shooting in a park full of people. It's starting to get ridiculous, the level of violence that we're seeing in our community by these young teenagers who have access to all these guns. And they just immediately just grab it. They don't care about who's around, who's in the vicinity, they don't care if their kids close by, or they just don't care. They just grab it and they just start shooting. And the person he was shooting at didn't get injured at all, but an innocent woman who just happened to be in the area, was shot. And I saw the video, she was rushed to the hospital, but they did apprehend this person. I'm not sure what to say about all this gun violence. Everybody has a gun. Everybody's trying to, it doesn't quite make sense. But it makes you wonder about people and, their mindset. And just people in general. People are dangerous these days, especially these teenagers with these guns. It's okay to have a gun if you know how to use it and when to use it and where to use it. Clearly, this was not the instance to use it, and I have a sneaky suspicion that he was not legally the gun owner. Legally, he didn't obtain that gun legally. So I thought that was an interesting news report. There's another news report of a woman, an ex-Rockdale Sheriff County. I think I'm gonna find that news report. That's a good one. Now here she was a sheriff at Rockdale County Sheriff's Department, and deputy maybe, and she was dating a man who was a convicted felon. Somehow or another, her bosses, her employers, the Rockdale Sheriff's Department, found out that she was dating this man, and they reprimanded her because you're not supposed to be, she's not supposed to be hanging around convicted felons, especially someone who's actively involved in criminal activity. She lost her job over it. She ended up resigning her job because of this guy that she was dating. But in the midst of all this, she ended up getting and she was pregnant by this guy. So I don't know what happened with the relationship between her and the guy. Maybe they broke up or something, or they were going through a breakup. I don't know. But anyway, she decided she would go over there. She stalked him to some apartment he was living at, and she shot and killed him. So, not so sure what that was all about, but I'll post the article so y'all can. I will go find that news article and put it in this report also. I want you all to see that. Just because you have access to a gun doesn't mean you can use it. And in this case, this woman went and shot this man and killed him. Now, mind you, she's pregnant by him right now, too. I don't know if I said that part of it, but she's pregnant by him. And now she done found him. They had broke up or something. She lost her job behind this man. She resigned from her position. They were about to fire her, so she decided she would resign. And then in the midst of all this, I guess they broke up or were breaking up. I had a broker, I don't know. But she decided to stalk him to an apartment somewhere in Clayton County where she saw him. She shot and killed him. Yeah, it's that serious out here, y'all. I guess she felt like if I done lost my job and all this other stuff and I got a baby on the way and you done broke up, I mean, that woman was probably having some serious mental health issues that she said she admitted to, that she was having a hormone deficiency, but she very, very well could have been having that also. I've heard of pregnant women having these types of issues, but I really wish that she had went to a hospital or a doctor and got mental health treatment versus grabbing her gun and making a decision to kill this man. You know, obviously going to jail for shooting somebody must be an exciting thing for people. It never crossed my mind to pick up a gun and shoot anybody or stab anybody or hurt anybody. It's never, I guess because I've been to jail and I like my freedom. I don't want to be locked up in a place like a damn animal and treated disrespectfully, not allowed medical treatment or a decent meal. I don't think I want to spend the rest of my life behind bars for nobody. This is not worth it to me. Why she made the decision to go shoot that man, I don't think she should have made that decision, but she did. So I wouldn't have done that. I don't care how mad or angry I get at somebody, I'm not going to shoot somebody. And make sure well, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to harm nobody. I'm not, no matter what's going on. Has it crossed my mind to cuss a person out? Yeah, but you know what? I've learned that in life, what goes around comes around. You should sometimes just sit back and wait and watch. If she was having a relationship with that man and they started to have problems and she was pregnant by him, I don't think grabbing a gun and going after him was a smart idea. Nor do I think this man at this basketball court in Piedmont Park, I don't think that was a smart idea to go out to shoot his ass either. I just don't think it's a good idea to go around. So, it's about to rain again. I'm gonna have to run inside the house now. It's in the clouds and the sun was out for a brief minute. But there it is, the sun's come back out. Maybe that was just the wind blowing the water off the leaves. But it's a beautiful day out here, y'all. I'm glad the weather's not so hot. My utility bills are $99. I went and checked again. I said, okay, it's still $99. So the 2 months in a row, $99 electricity bills, I take it. Because y'all seen these other bills over the last few months, good. Particularly last summer when I was hitting $600, $700, $800 a month. That was ridiculous. But I know those hot days are coming. It's going to be getting hot sooner or later. and maybe more sooner than later. So everybody better enjoy this nice, cool weather while we can. But anyway, I just wanted to share those stories with you all. Be careful out there, y'all. I mean, I'm getting to see these. We dealing with some crazy people in the world that we live in now. I tend to keep my distance away from a lot of different types of events and stuff because you just don't ever know what's going on. You just don't know. I would say be careful out there. You got some crazy people out there and people doing crazy stuff. People are violent today for no reason. Is it COVID affecting people mentally? I mean, I just wonder. I'm trying to put it with. Were people this violent before COVID? You know, was it this much shooting going on? Because there've been a lot of shootings here in Atlanta recently. A lot of shootings everywhere. But I think it's probably been like that for a few years now. You know, you have to be very careful and watch your surroundings. When you start hearing people shooting, or you see people shooting, better hit the ground. You stand around and just drop. Right where you are, get down. You know, it ain't worth it. These people start shooting all over there. A crowd of people, and the people just grab out. From what I understand, when the boy was shooting at that basketball court, it was a crowd of people up there playing basketball and tennis and all this other stuff. A large group of people hanging around, and here comes this fool grabbing a gun and fighting somebody over. And they were fighting over a basketball game. The disagreement was over a basketball game. So this man's not going to go to prison. This 18-year-old kid for the next God knows how long for aggravated assault. Because he got into a dispute with somebody over a stupid pickup basketball game. Listen, jail must be nice. I mean, y'all, I'm trying to figure this out. I don't want to be sitting behind bars for nobody. But I guess jail must be very enticing to certain people because I can't figure it out. I'm not about to do shit. But I see we live in a society today where people just don't care. They don't care about your life, my life, their own lives. They just don't give a damn. So y'all, I don't know. Well, I just wanted to do a video to talk about that. I'm going to try to find a way to sit here and see if I know I can find a report about this Rockdale County Sheriff Department. I'm going to slide it in there. I just want y'all to see that foolishness. But, you know, people are going to do what they want to do. People are crazy today. People are insane. But anyway, today is Wednesday, June 14th. The year is 2023, and I'm out of here. I'm about to make me some breakfast. All right, I'm out. Y'all have a great